Please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for the future uploads.
Hello everyone. Common man does not know legalities, and therefore when the time comes that he wants some legal answers, he depends upon either internet, books or legal advice by a lawyer. In this clip, it is an effort to answer many of such frequently asked questions by a client. It will clarify most of your doubts, queries and questions. In this session, we are going to discuss the concept of maintenance. So when a lady wants to file a case of maintenance, what are her doubts and what are the answers to those doubts, we are going to see in this video.
My husband is living separately and therefore I want maintenance from my husband. Which are the documents required?
To get a maintenance from the court or to file a case for maintenance in the court, the documents which are required are, first of all, we have to establish the marriage. So marriage proofs. And what are the marriage proofs? The marriage invitation card, the marriage photographs, and if the marriage is registered, then marriage registration certificate. So these three documents constitute marriage proof. Apart from that, if there are any children, then the birth certificate of such children also becomes marriage proofs. Also, you have to file identity and address proof. So whatever ID proof and address proof you have, we have to submit it in the court. Apart from that, since the case is of maintenance, we have to state about your income. So if you are getting some salary, we have to produce the salary certificate or the bank statement or any income tax returns filed by you. Similarly, if you have the documents pertaining to your husband as far as his income is concerned, we can produce those also at the time of filing the case.
What is the information required from my side?
The information pertaining to separate residence from the husband is very much important. As to why your husband is living separately from you, that is very essential. So if your husband has inflicted any cruelty on you, or your husband on his own is living separately from you and you have made certain efforts for him to come back to you to live with you, that instances we have to mention in the petition. So this is the information which is required from your side. Apart from that, we also want your educational qualification, your earnings per month if there are, and from what source you are earning, if there is someone dependent on you. Similarly, as far as your husband is concerned, what is his educational qualification, what is his income, how much is his income, and if he is paying income tax, how much income tax he is paying, and if anyone is dependent on him, up to what extent that dependency is. These are the things which are required to be mentioned in the petition. So this is the information which I require from your side.
What amount I will get?
The amount of maintenance granted by the court depends upon your income and your husband's income. Usually we say that 1/3 of the income of the husband is granted to the wife. But this is not the scenario in each and every case. If your income is sufficient for yourself and your husband is earning equally like what you are earning, then you will not get any maintenance from the court. But the gap between the two is very high. For example, you are getting 10,000 rupees per month as your income and your husband gets 1 lakh rupees income per month as his income. The difference between the two is of almost 90,000 rupees. So in this scenario, up to 20,000 rupees maintenance per month can be granted by the court to you. This also depends upon what the basic expenditure your husband is required to make and what is the lifestyle which he is accustomed to. So as per his lifestyle, you will get maintenance, and therefore the court considers various factors while granting maintenance.
I have a child who lives with me. Can I get maintenance for the child as well?
Definitely yes, because if the child is with you and rather you are a custodian parent of the child, definitely the husband has a liability to maintain the child because he is also a father and he cannot neglect his responsibility for maintenance. So, as far as the child is concerned, depending on the amount required for the child, the court grants maintenance to the child as well.
By when I will start getting maintenance?
As far as maintenance is concerned, after filing the case, approximately 3 months after filing, you will start getting maintenance from the court. We call it interim maintenance. Interim maintenance means when we file a case, it takes some time. So the entire duration to decide the entire case goes up to 1 year to 5 years. So during that entire period, you should not be left without any money, and that's why during that period, maintenance is granted, which will start say after 3 months or 4 months of filing the case.
What do I have to prove in court?
First of all, you have to prove that there was sufficient reason for you to live separately, or your husband has left you without any reasonable cause or excuse and he is living separately unnecessarily. You have to prove this fact first. Then you have to prove your income and you have to prove your needs. Also, if possible, you have to prove income of your husband and if anyone is dependent on him, up to what extent. So these are the proofs required in any maintenance case.
What will be the total period of case?
Usually a maintenance case can be decided within 1 year, but since the court has lot of load over it, there are various cases pending before the court. The time taken can vary from 1 year to 2, 2.5 or 3 years also. It all depends on what are the issues involved in a case. In a maintenance case, you are also entitled to seek other reliefs. So if you seek other reliefs, the court of course needs more time to decide those reliefs as well. But simpliciter maintenance application can be decided within 1 year or 1.5 years or 2 years for that matter.
Where can I file it?
To file a case, wherever you are residing, the court which this area is covered, that court gets the jurisdiction to entertain the petition. So wherever you are residing, that court, or wherever your husband is residing, that court. So these two courts gets the jurisdiction. Also, if you have lastly stayed together with your husband at any third place, that court also has jurisdiction to entertain that petition. So these three courts, first of all where you are residing, secondly where your husband is residing, and thirdly where you both of you have lastly stayed together as husband and wife. The same session in Marathi language is also uploaded on YouTube, the link of which is given in the description box down below. If you want to understand the topic in Marathi language, please follow the link given in the description box.
If you have liked the video, please give a thumbs up. Video on various topics are going to be uploaded on YouTube. Please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for the future uploads. Thank you.